I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by DYANAROZAY on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. What's up, everybody? Come on in. Welcome to the channel. Nice to see you guys. I'm sorry I am doing a late night video. Well, I'm not really sorry because I really wanted to come and talk to y'all today, but I had some things happening early in the day and I could not make it. And then I was waiting on other stuff to come in, like other videos, and it didn't happen. But anyway, I'm here now. So if y'all can hear the sound of my voice, please drop your city and or state in the chat so I can give y'all a shout out real quick. Okay, what's up, everybody? If you see anyone with a purple wrench behind their name, like Miss Venus, make sure that you guys are following their instruction in the chat, okay? We're here to make sure y'all have a good time. What's up, Virginia? Cloneville, uppity in the house. What's up, Philadelphia? Lansing, hey. Houston, St. Louis. I used to live in St. Louis. I used to live in Lansing for a little bit. What's up, North Carolina, Tampa? Let's see who else. We got Indianapolis. I used to drive through Indianapolis all the time. I lived in San Antonio. What's up, Pennsylvania? What's up? Is it Pontotoc? I'm not even sure how to pronounce it. I know it's Mississippi. I apologize. I will figure that out and pronounce that properly. What's up, Chi-Town? Another one of my faves, Nashville, Louisiana, Alabama, Maryland. I love to see where you guys are coming from. So thank you guys for coming in. We got a lot to talk about, y'all. 147 of you are in the chat. What's up, Boston? 147 of you are in the chat. So please say hello to me by hitting the like button. Okay, please and thank you. New York's in the house. Bossier City, Louisiana. What's up? ATL, y'all know where it is. Okay, what's up? Listen, y'all. Woo, it's been a day. It's been a day, and it's been a day yesterday too. The last 48 hours have been interesting. Lots of stuff going on, okay? So we're going to talk a little bit about that along with the other news. Y'all know how we do. We give a variety over here. So I want to talk about everything. What's up, Mildred? It's been a minute. Yes, it has. I'm happy to see you. Come on in. Love your content. Thank you. Thank you. I really try to give y'all things that I think you would be interested in, or even, you know, when you walk away, you feel like, hey, I learned a little something, okay? So what's up, Charlotte? I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me, okay? So I'm going to take this screen down. What's up? Buttercups, okay? Give y'all a little visualization back there, okay? Thank you. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I really, really do. I still have, like, you know, some voice issues, but, you know, maybe it sounds good. I don't know. I was sick maybe 2 weeks ago, and I cannot get rid of this for nothing. Like, my voice still just feels really scratchy in the morning. You love when my sister and I are on. Yes, I will definitely let her know, because every once in a while she wants to, you know, I'm out. I ain't doing this no more. I'm like, the reviews, people like the reviews, child. So come on in. Anyway, y'all know how we do over here, okay? We're going to give you a variety of stuff. Am I based in Texas? I am not. I am based in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. I moved here from St. Louis a few years ago, not too long. My t-shirt, my rock and roll tee today, it's supposed to be Tina Turner. But when I first saw it, I thought it looked like Beyonce, but it's supposed to be Tina Turner. Y'all see it says Turner at the bottom. So yeah, y'all know I love a good rock and roll tee, child. Where is Clone? So Clone, she might drop into the chat, but she is, she said she had to do some shadow work, child. Apparently she said she had some things happen that she need to make sure she got it up off of her. Okay. So she's someplace burning sage. She's going to kill me, but she's probably someplace burning sage. That's what we do, child, when we know things are over the top. Okay. Oh, Wanda is on. Okay. Okay. Anyhow, let me just get through this. We'll talk more about things. Oh, look at her. Here she is. She probably trying to cuss me out. Let me see. DYANAROZAY, how dare you come on early? Did I come on early? Oh, I said 9:30 and I came on at 9:25. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Mel has the streets hot, baby, don't she? Okay. Y'all know. Y'all know. Y'all saw some things. I saw some things. Some things have been going on literally every day since that episode aired on Saturday night, episode 14. Let's start there. I had to go back and watch episode 14 today because I said I had to have missed something because I did not know that that episode would have these streets this hot. I really didn't. I was like, I thought it was a good episode. I thought it got people talking. We all know that the ladies have not been talking, okay? I'm giving y'all a preview, but we all know that these ladies haven't been talking since fifth season reunion. And even before then, I want to say after third season ended, third season reunion, things were tight and they never got back right. Fifth season reunion, there was things said on the stage that basically, I think it was Melody who said to Martell, I ain't going to let these people play in my face like you do. You need them to be your friend. I don't. That's it for me. It sounded like she was turning in her resignation on the stage fifth season. But sixth season, they came back, and they came back with the intention of doing the work. We ain't got to hang out. We ain't got to be buddies. We ain't got to be friends, right? I remember Melody sitting with Tisha. She had a meeting at Kimmy's office with Tisha. Tisha came in late. Tisha's face was stone. She was upset, big mad, okay? Came in, sat down. Mel's like, listen, at the end of the day, we don't have to, hang out and all that, but we should be able to be in rooms together and be chill, like be cordial, be chill. She gave that speech to Tisha. We don't see it for each other, and that's cool. She did the same thing with Stormy. They had a meeting, or they met up with where was that? There's like some sort. I think they got like smoothies or something like that. And y'all can correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, child. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. I am working from a memory. I didn't see I didn't go back and watch every episode, but I remember Stormy saying something like, my mama is always on the internet. Because Mel was like, did you know your mama didn't like me before you and I started talking? I was hanging out at your house, eating dinner over there, picking up your son. Like, I was in the same house with her. I had no indication that she didn't like me. And Stormy kind of nodded her head and she said, listen, she's been like that all of my life. I have lost a lot of friendships. I'm not sure who she is right now. Like this person on the internet, I don't know. She used to read like, I don't know. She said some number like 10 books a week. That's what I remember of my mama, but I don't know who this person is on the internet and I can't stop her, but I want you and I to continue in our friendship journey. And Mel said, no, ma'am, I'm done with the mamas. I'm done with the mamas. Okay. So she said the same thing to her, just because, listen, we can still be chill. We can still go into rooms and be cool, right? I remember those conversations and we were all kind of like, yeah, okay, let's see how this works out. I even said, I gave y'all a little bit of history. I said, even Real Housewives of Atlanta said, we don't hang out with each other. We don't talk to each other outside of filming. When the shit is wrapped, we go home, we deal with our families. We're not trying to see what each other's doing during the week or after whatever. And I think it was Candy Burris who came out and said, what did she say? She said something like, until Tanya, y'all remember Tanya Sams? Until Tanya Sams came on the show, we all just we went our separate ways. Tanya was the one who brought us into these group settings, like after filming and things like that, but we didn't used to hang out with each other prior to that. And so I thought, well, maybe they're just taking a page out of Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? sometimes, it is what it is. You built a platform for many, many years. It's kind of tough to let those things go because you look at it as your baby, like you've given so much of your personal life, your stories, your children, your family. There's so much that goes into a reality TV show. So in my head, I was like, let's see. You can't tell if this is Cindy Lauper. This is Tina Turner, boo. Tina Turner, one of my faves. Um, I do have a Blondie shirt, though, also one of my faves. But anyway, thank y'all. 401 of you are here watching. I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. Make sure that you hit the like button and just follow the rules of our amazing moderators who are volunteering their time tonight. But anyway, long story short, I think we were all rolling with it. That was season 5. Season 6, they came back in. They did their Black Expo where we saw them hang out a little more together. Melwin got her toes done one time. She met Tisha and Kimmy at like the gym. I think it was, I forgot her name. Is it Brenda? Deborah? Miss Deborah? Miss Deborah had helped them exercise or something. Tisha walked out. Mel had gave that 5-finger wave when she saw Tisha pull up because Tisha had just got that water thrown in her face and she saw Tisha coming. She went, "Hey, girl." Child. It was a lot, but it was funny. But anyway, with all of that, when I watched the episode on Saturday, I just thought, well, this is a cool way for them to try to work out differences and come together. And I honestly expected just a little bit of mess because it is reality TV. But child, I did not know that we are going to get the avalanche that we have gotten from these reviews. I did not know that, okay? So I'm going to talk a little bit more about it, coming up. But I'm going to do what I do over here because I told y'all we do variety. So we'll get to it. Everybody should be having a good time. I did not bring you over here to upset you. I did not bring you over here to, lose your mind. I'm hoping that we all learn something, laugh a little bit, share some memories in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Share information in the chat and just have a good time. That's it. This is Girlfriend. And if there's any men in the chat, my boys, my boyfriends up in here, that's good too. All voices are welcome, okay? So let's talk about this blind item real quick, okay? I do a blind item over here. Blind item, I'm going to give y'all some information, and then I'm going to allow y'all to guess in the chat, okay? That's how it works. You may have seen it, maybe not. This is news that is currently out there right now. We're going to talk about it. The blind item. Okay, here we go. So this blind item has to do with a reality TV star. This reality television star is being sued right now for stealing $3.5 million in PPP loans for his booming real estate business, okay? PPP loans is the payroll protection loan. So he was basically saying he could not meet payroll and took $3.5 million, received it, okay, for a booming real estate business. He's been on 3 reality TV shows, and look at that. You guessed it. Love Key comes in for the win. Mauricio from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, baby. They got his ass hemmed up, okay? Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Mauricio Umansky, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, sued for obtaining over $3 million in PPP loans. And I'm going to read the story for y'all just so you can see. In Touch Weekly is actually the one who reported this, even though I'm showing you this information from the Jasmine brand. They said, In Touch Weekly reports that the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills husband, Kyle Richards, okay, I don't know if Kyle's divorced yet. It's her estranged husband, Mauricio, and his real estate company are accused of obtaining $3.5 million in payroll protection program loans that they did not need. Now, notice he's being sued because everybody else has been picked up and sent to jail. So I just want y'all to know the difference. Everybody else has been picked up and sent to jail. He's being sued. They just want him to replace the money, it sounds like. According to the court documents, Realtor LLC filed a complaint for violations of the Federal False Claims Act against Mauricio, age 54, and his business partner, William Rose, and their company, The Agency. The lawsuit was filed under seal in July of 2023, but recently was unsealed by the court. This case is about greed during a national health emergency, the filing read. The suit said that Mauricio and Billy went through the agency, applied for, and received 2 payroll protection roll program loans and CARES, allegedly, and they did not need the funds. The total amount of the money was $3,521,153. They allegedly didn't need it to sustain their operation or their staff. So we got to see what happened next, child. But that is what is going on over there at Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. This is a second case that came up. The other day I talked to you guys. I forgot his name. Who's the guy I talked to y'all about yesterday? Tom Girardi. So I talked to y'all about Tom Girardi, and now Mauricio is in the house, okay? This explains the separation of some rumors. So there's been a lot going on with Mauricio. Mauricio actually had a federal FBI investigation for selling some sort of house sale. It was like $1 billion something, and they said that he did something inappropriate there too. So listen, he might be just a little bit snaky, you know what I'm saying? He might be just a little bit snaky. Welcome everybody into the chat. 484 of you are watching right now. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Go ahead and hit that like button. Also become a subscriber if you aren't already, okay? Now let me go into this other story real fast. Let me get the other story up. So here we go. Look, y'all. This is actually Scarface. The rapper Scarface from, did y'all see? I knew that was free money. The rapper Scarface. So he actually just had a heart transplant. And I just wanted to show y'all, listen, the old schools are being knocked down, okay? I was a little surprised to see this. Is Baby Blue from Pretty Ricky in prison? He sure is. Absolutely. They were rounding them foes up like nobody's business. In fact, Biden put another 10 years of investigations on the loans, okay? So it was about to expire. He said, let's add another 10 years to make sure everybody go to jail. Everybody except who's supposed to, okay? Yes, Mr. Scarface. So he posted this picture of himself with, clearly a incision down his chest and all of these. There's a red pillow right beside him. He's in the cardiac unit. He said that he is grateful right now that he's doing better. But yeah, he actually had open heart surgery, and he talked a little bit about how he had organ failure everywhere after he had contracted COVID early, like I think in 2020. He said everything went, his kidneys, everything. And this could be, still stemming from some of that, because that is part of what happens. A lot of people say it's just a cold, but really it creates a lot of wacky stuff in the body with your organs, okay? So he talked about it a long time ago, but yeah, not his heart is playing tricks on him. Clone, go to bed. Go to bed, girl. Thank you, LaDon. I appreciate you. Everybody hit that like button. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Okay, let's talk about the next story, child. What else we got? Let's talk about Drew Barrymore. Okay, everybody knows Drew Barrymore from E.T., okay? She's in a whole lot since. A lot of movies. She does a talk show right now, and it is very popular. And she also is doing Hollywood Squares reboot. Well, it's unfortunate, but this was a shot heard around the world. This post came out today. The showrunner for Hollywood Squares was fired for raising his arms out and saying, "Don't rob me," to the minority crew. Sometimes social media gets the best of you, child. I'm sure he probably thought it was a joke, but it was not. Um, Apparently, reports state that this producer and game show showrunner named Vincent Rubino was relieved of his duties after allegedly making racially charged remarks toward crew members. Jesse Collins Entertainment, the production company that is producing the reboot, alongside CBS and Drew Barrymore Flower Films, so all three production companies, quickly decided to fire the showrunner, Rubino, after the incident was reported to HR. That's all it took. It was reported, they investigated, he was gone. A source familiar with the matter said that he basically walked in front of these guys, threw his arms up and said, "Don't rob me," to three people of color, one being believed to be Black and the other believed to be Hispanic or Latino. Jesus. In this case, Hollywood Squares was a staple. They talk about the Hollywood Squares. I think most of y'all know what it is, but I just thought that that was crazy. Keep hitting the like button, please, and thank you. 538 of you are in here. I want to make sure that you guys are here. Well, I wanted to say that because CBS, no, that's actually, is it CBS NBC? Is that the parent company? Also cover Bravo, if I'm not mistaken, and, Peacock and all of them. And I just wanted to say that is interesting because we know that there's been other complaints about racially charged events. Now, they did fire the entire cast of New York that first go round. Everybody had to go. But yeah, these complaints are continuing to come out. And maybe because there was three production companies involved, they all got together and said that it's probably best to let them go. But there was a full complaint, a full complaint that went on down to the HR department. Go on ahead and complain, child. I say tell until you can't tell no more. Don't let people, hold your tongue. You're supposed to talk. Okay? So yeah, that happened, child. I just thought that was interesting news. And then we got Katie, good old Katie from Real Housewives of Potomac, hugged up with Monique's husband, Chris Samuels. And Katie put a caption up that said, "I flirt hard when I see a good one. I go for it. OG, RHOP, Potomac." Okay, so Katie wants people to know, yeah, if I can, I'm going to scoop them up. Okay, if she can, she going to scoop them up. So you guys, there's some stories for you. Let's see what y'all have to say. He like them slim too. He do like a little thin thing, don't he? Okay, he lost a lot of weight, but it looks like he likes his ladies to be very, 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 very petite. Because he's a big guy. Even with the weight loss, he's a big guy. What else y'all got to say? That was in poor taste of him to do that. And I'm sure you are talking about Hollywood Squares. Doesn't appear to be his type, but I love them both. Katie is a hoot and a holler. I wish that they would bring her back because she was funny. She was funny. She got them girls together. She did not bite her tongue. She had some things going on when she was in them seasons, but I think she's a healthier person now. So if they could find it in their hearts to bring her back for more than just a guest appearance, right? She want to be starting something, Katie. Listen, Katie is always starting something. Katie is hilarious. I'm sorry. What? She still has breast. What does that mean? Let's see. Katie is weird. Katie is weird and nasty. Okay. I liked Katie when she was on. She was a good time, I thought. She helped break up some of the crazy stuff that was going on the show. But anyway, okay, y'all. Okay. So I talked a little bit about those, hot topics. Let's get on to the next. Let's take this down real fast. Okay. Now, let's talk about these three real quick, child. So I gave y'all a little bit of history earlier when we started off, where I was talking about where they are now. Now, again, Melody has been sharing quite a bit. In fact, Melody's been sharing, Shanita's been sharing, Sunny has been sharing. What we saw in 7 minutes, clearly there was so much more. So it takes a lot. You know what I'm saying? I actually watched that episode again today. I told y'all that because I wanted to see, what did I miss? Did I miss something? I was not expecting all of this juicy, juicy tea, child. Okay. Let's see now. Did you manage to think Beyonce was on your shirt, Diana? Tina Turner looks like Tina Marie. Oh my gosh, she does. She looks like everybody except Tina Turner, child. That's all I know. But I will say that I think there is a Beyonce shirt similar to this. So that's why I thought it was. That's why I thought it was Beyonce. But it's not. But she gonna double us both, okay? 591 of you are here watching. I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. Hit the like button, please, and thank you. Also, share the video. Become a subscriber if you are not already. So let's get into it. So I played some stuff yesterday. I'm not going to play it again, or the day before, where I played from Carlos and Heavenly talking about the show. I even said, and I got attacked for it, that I thought that Shanita had come in hot. Because what we see is Tisha ask a question, and then we see Shanita take off like, F your question, okay? And I ain't saying that Mel can't take up for herself, because I even said in my review, baby, we was waiting on that next t-shirt, child, okay? I think the last one was, I got money to make, not friends to fake. So we were waiting on that extra that t-shirt logo. It might come in this last episode. And by the way, are they going to get everything in that last episode? Because they gave us so much tea. We're supposed to get a scene between all of the guys. Moses is supposed to pop off at the mouth and say some stuff that maybe he shouldn't be saying. We're supposed to see a scene with Martell and the Scott family where he accuses Tisha of cheating. We're supposed to get a scene with Trish, Marquez, Ken, where Ken looks like Marquez looks like he's saying, is there a way we could get back together? Then he starts crying. And then we're supposed to get this scene with the girls still. We still got the girls going. It feels like that's too much to put in that last episode. Okay, so I don't know. I'm going to feel shorted if we don't get everything. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to feel shorted. But anyhow, people have been talking about it, and then Melody and Shanita in particular have set the record straight. Number one, how dare you? Okay. They came out with a how dare you, sir, talk about this show, talk about this cast. What type of leader are you? Okay, baby, listen. What? Listen, Carlos, get off of the YouTube at this point. Baby, y'all, there was a whole bunch of people begging this man. You talk about every other show except your own. Talk about your own. Talk about these crooks on your show. Apparently, he ain't saying what people want to say. Damned if you do, damned if you don't, child. He has been told to shut the hell up, and so has Heavenly. Shut the hell up, okay? I was cracking up, child. Hold on. What? We'll get the condensed version. Oh, okay, of this episode where they've been promising us so much. Y'all gave us a trailer for 2 episodes, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the one that dropped for the 14th episode, 14 didn't have as much in it as it needed to in order for y'all to put everything. So I already know we're going to be shorter, and I am pissed. And thank you, Cookie, for blessing the channel. Okay. But anyway, yes, Captain Venus. Let me say this. They told Carlos King to shut the hell up so many times. That's his new name, Carlos Shut the Hell Up King. At this point, y'all done put a whole muzzle on this man's mouth. Don't say shit. Don't talk again. Don't say anything about anybody on this show ever, 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 ever. And not only you shut up, I'm going to need for Elaine to shut up, and going ahead and tell Dustin to shut up. Just stop talking about the whole damn show, period. I was like, okay. Listen, I was waiting all day. I was waiting all day to see what else was going to come out, child. I don't know. But somebody needs to have a sit down, a mediation, a coming to Jesus moment, a melding of the minds. What is going on over there? Mel went from saying, I'm in a decent place with everybody, to saying, go on ahead and watch next season. Hell, she even said, first season Melody is back. Y'all about to see first season Melody, to which I was like, what? First season Melody, when she was sitting at the table, the dinner table, and Tisha said, I ain't never had cheating in my marriage. And Melody turned her whole body around to snicker, turned her whole body around to snicker, and came back like, say what now? That's the Melody that's coming back to the show. She was asking people to watch, and now she's telling people to shut the hell up. Now, I don't know if she told anybody not to watch. After telling people to watch, I don't think she told anybody not to watch. But baby, it was a lot. So we're in this mid-season break after this last episode. I don't know if a list of demands were submitted, but it felt like a list of demands should have been submitted. Okay, we need to know what are people asking for outside of shutting up. What are people asking for? What's on the table? Somebody is asking for something. Okay, shut up. What's happening? What's happening? That's what I'm asking. Did y'all get a list of demands yesterday when y'all was in the chat? Somebody tell me. Okay, if you, other than shut up, what else was asked for? Because when you go that hard, that is, you are protesting, you are asking for some stuff, and I want to know what she's asking for. I know people were saying that they thought she was being squeezed out of the show. Clearly, she said that ain't never going to happen. Let me put this post up. You see this? And I won't scoot off the show I created because the people on that motherfucker are having issues, okay? This is something that she said to Terrence. She told him, you are walking in your purpose, and so am I. I'm not scooting off the show, and you shouldn't scoot off YouTube. It's all good, boo. No scooting. No scooting, okay? I appreciate that. No scooting. Nobody. Hold your damn ground, boo, okay? I appreciated that. So I'm asking, what are the demands? Let me see if I can see. Who is the demands to get Martell off the show? I didn't see the demands. Mel is the comeback kid. Martell is in court September 13th. That's around the corner. That is around the corner. That is around the corner. Melody has the views. Without Mel, the show is boring. All right. Well, they definitely bumped it up, boo. Let's see. Bloop. People wanted him to speak in the show, but stop bullying. People want him to speak. Okay, hold on now. Sorry, I might have said something wrong, and Simone has come in with a correction, which I appreciate. No, we're not asking him to stop talking. We're asking him to speak on the show, but stop the bullying of the star of the show. He ignores the real criminals and pays Elaine, the vlogger, to cast deplorable comments on Mel and Shanita. Okay, so I did watch the commentary. So I'm assuming what people didn't like. I'm gonna take your comment down, Simone. Now I'm just speaking from what I thought I heard, perspectives in Facebook and other things. There was a conversation about whether or not Shanita could have been fed information about the cast. And when she sat down, that she, got a little hot with people. And Shanita was like, I don't watch this show, which I believe, because she was saying some things that did not coincide, that didn't even connect to the stuff that Melody had said just earlier that day and the day before. I was like, child, she didn't even say that. So she was like, Mel paid for all the tickets. Mel paid for everything. Y'all know Mel paid for everything. I went, Mel has already come out and said what she paid for and what she didn't pay for. So that's not true. But she said, I didn't say that. I just didn't like her energy. Okay. But she did not like that Carlos and Heavenly had an opinion about it. there were some people that didn't. When I heard it, it literally went through one of my ears and out the other. I didn't think much of it, but I had already did my review too. My sister and I did our review on Sunday before Melody had did her watch party and before Carlos King and Heavenly dropped the pre-recording of their video. So I'm happy that I did that, because I was like, if we would have said something that would have matched up, child, it would have been horrible. But we had already did our review, and when I watched, I was just watching to see what other people thought, because there were people who thought that, like, oh, and not just those two or those two saying it. It was in Facebook groups and stuff like that. So when I was watching it, it just sounded like it was on par. But they came out and said, this is bullshit. I don't like it. And they felt bullied. They made the comments about it. Context is everything. Let me read this. Context is everything. They only showed Shanita's reaction. That was said or done before. Okay. So, this happens a lot, though. Like, all reality TV shows do this, not just his show, not just Carlos King's show. They all edit to get a story for the audience. But I believe, and again, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I may not see it because I'm being blinded by light. But what I thought I heard Shanita say when I listened to her, that first half of her video, was I didn't like her energy. She was saying things about, I'm not really for sure what about, but she was saying things that she said I caught as being not cool or whatever. And so she responded to it. And then she was talking about how when everybody was coming for Sunny, she said that she also said that she didn't think that Mel was, I want to say this, don't come for me. The way I heard it was she was making jabs that she thought was against Mel, and she didn't think that Mel was saying anything necessarily. We didn't see it. Maybe they'll give us a director's cut later. But she said that's when she spoke up, and she said when she heard what everybody had to say about Sunny, she pissed her off. So she decided to pipe in on that too. But she said she don't want to be on this show. She don't want to be on the show. She doesn't want to have anything to do with reality TV. That's one thing she wanted to make sure she got out there. And her looks and size, hotel climbing on her. Okay, and her looks and size. Now, I did hear her say that. I did hear her say Martell might want to climb her. I did hear that. Dr. Shanita said there was a lot of picking. Oops. That comment went up really fast. Here we go. She said there was a lot of picking and discussions, which led her to making an assessment. And I don't doubt that. I think at the end of the day, what happened, happened. At the end of the day, what happened, happened. And I think it happens quite a bit. Now, the way Melody is sharing her story right now is shit happens on the set all the time. And she is interested, or even though they're in a better place, I'm interested in seeing how they move forward. I'm interested in seeing how they move forward, if they move forward. Because I don't know if y'all remember this. I do. When Tisha did an interview with Dustin Ross, she said to Dustin, I hope they show you guys Melody and I having a sit down and coming to a better place. We're in a better place than we were. This is what Tisha says in her interview. And I'm actually going to clip it and play it for y'all before that next one. She said, we're in a better place. And it really did shock me, but she was smiling ear to ear. She really was like happy. And she was like, I hope they show you this video. There was a scene that they play in that 2-episode trailer where we see Melody console Tisha a little bit. And that might have been when they went to have the talk. But let's see if they show it, because Melody says she's going back to first season male, but there is some sort of, baby steps that's being taken amongst the group. There is baby steps that's being taken. Let's see what else y'all got to say. Indigo said, Tisha is easy to read because she's hateful. Whenever she takes one step forward, she takes 10 steps backward. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Do y'all remember Mel and Shanita and the Millimeters were telling Shanita to watch those castmates? We were telling her then. It was this past spring. Okay. So listen, this is what Mel and the rest of this crew has to figure out. How to tell this story to social media, because social media is in one place and the show is presenting in another. And right now it's like they've all taken some steps backwards at this point. They have all taken steps backwards and it's crazy. And I'm looking forward to seeing it. You can't believe nothing Tisha says, she's a liar. Oh my God. So you don't think that if they play it on the show that that's a lie? I don't know. Tisha and Mel both were saying the same things, you guys. They both were saying the same things. She's not saying that now. Tisha hasn't commented at all. But Melody has commented, you guys. Melody definitely has commented. Let's see. Cynthia, thank you, Miss Cynthia, for blessing the channel. I appreciate you. She said, that is why people are upset with Elaine. Why would she say that Mel's friend hooked up with her ex-husband? That's disrespectful mess, not just an opinion about the show. Okay, I appreciate that. Was it disrespectful? Absolutely. She shouldn't have said it. Don't make the comment. We all know that Melody and Martell's not in the best place. It shouldn't have been said. Now, let me ask you a question. When people say that Destiny and Martell hooked up, do you think that's disrespectful to Melody? Do you think that Melody would film with Destiny believing that Martell and Destiny hooked up? Do you think she would be asking her questions? Because I'm going to tell you what I think. I think that Melody would be giving that lady a 2-piece and a biscuit. I don't think she would ask her anything. I think that when Tisha said, hey, girl, I'm going to bring a +1, she would say, who is it? Because if it's Destiny, absolutely fucking not. Okay, this is my trip. No, no, and no. I don't think that you would sit in those spaces with people that you knew were that dirty to you, but people on the internet say that shit all the time. So do y'all think that's fair to keep putting that narrative out there that Martell is the father of Destiny's child when we know that that's not true, or that he took this blood test? Do y'all think that's fair? Because some things, you're right. There's some things that could be really, really over the top. But I'm asking, it's not the same. Destiny isn't her friend. Okay, but is not Martell the father of her children and still has that little situation Destiny working there? In the same way y'all have asked Destiny to get the fuck off the show and stop talking about Sonny and Moses, isn't it disrespectful to have somebody in your space that you knew may have been with your husband? You think that she would do that? I'm asking. Maybe it is fair. Maybe it's just me. Because for me, nobody else, I'm not putting this on anybody else. It's an absolute motherfucking never. It's a never. It's a never. It could never, ever, 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 ever happen. Ever happen. Ever happen. I'm not talking to her. I'm not asking her any questions. She better not ask any of me. I don't want her sitting across from me. In the same way Mel said, the only way I'm going to stay in this house in Houston is if I have my own room, my own space with a locked door. I would say the same thing about Destiny. And that's for her fucking protection, because honestly, it could not happen. It could not happen. They are on this show disrespecting Mel constantly, and she ain't 2-pieced and 304'd yet. Well, I'm asking y'all. I'm just asking, what are the demands? Because at this point, the disrespect is heavy all across the board, as you have pointed out, Uppity. So if we are there's some demands that must be on the table. I believe that is why they brought Trish on the show, because they couldn't bring coleslaw. Okay. Okay. Well, this is what, let me play this little clip for y'all. There's a little clip, child. Not a lot. Not a lot. We don't want nobody fighting. You don't want nobody fighting. I don't think, well, I understand that. I do understand that. And I think there's a respectful way to say, in the same way we're all in agreement that coleslaw can be a little much. And it may be a little much for even her to be on the show, even though people are demanding it. Nobody's taking into consideration, does she have the psyche that could tolerate this crowd and audience? Because I would think no, there really isn't a whole lot that you could say on the show that you haven't already said. So why? Let's see, please hit the thanks. Thank you so much. A lot of people are convinced. So, okay, let's see how this happened. Now, I didn't hear her talk about this. I didn't hear Melody talk about it. What I did hear her say when she talked about Trish on her watch party, and Trish was out there talking to Tisha and Kimmy, and she was like, she could have put y'all in the room with me. They might not have want to bunk it, or she could have put the other ones in the room with me. They may not want to bunk with me, but I don't care. I did hear her say, Trisha, shut the hell up. Nobody even knows you. Now that's pretty much the consensus across the board. Why are you jumping in it? Okay. You haven't said anything about your shit. We can barely hear you speak. And now you all in everybody else's business giving an opinion, right? Okay. So she was very, very, she was very matter of fact about that. You stay the hell out of this, okay? This is between the three of us. It has shit to do with you. And I told y'all, Kimmy and Tisha was out on that lanai. It was daytime, and then the sun sets on them. They were still outside, and Melody went out when it was dark to talk to them. So that's a lot. So, but anyway, but it seemed like it was instigated just a little bit with Tisha. Or excuse me, with Trisha, not Tisha, Trisha. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it isn't. Let me clear that up. I appreciate I saw that. It is not. The parents of the child is clearly the parents of the child, but the conversation about it is very, very routine. It's been going on for months. Destiny started that conversation when she came on the show. It was on one of the reunions. I don't remember which one, maybe season 2 or 3, not sure. But she came out on stage and she told the audience and Carlos King that her ex asked for a blood test right after the baby was born. So we know that the blood test was taken. We know that the blood test was positive as him being the father. That question was, I believe, asked and answered on the stage. So with the additional blood test, if there were additional blood tests, because I really don't know, this is all alleged, okay? If there were additional blood tests, it could have been court ordered. It could have been, I think, because he's in the military. I remember receiving it looked like 5-paragraph comment underneath a video I had did on Destiny when she had did the Ooh Ladies First panel. And someone came in and tried to set me straight, child. They read me for filth. They told me that man is in the military and this is the reason why they took these blood tests. And you, sister, I'm surprised at you. It was so bad. And it ended with them saying something like, do you want to fuck him? And I said, okay. So this has to be Destiny. Okay. But my assumption was if he took the first blood test and it's positive, then the second one could have been, maybe the complexion was off. So, people do shit. It is what it is. The third one could have been something else. Sometimes the court orders things because of your job or whatever you got going on. But I'm not sure. They're making it seem like Destiny applied for welfare. Like Destiny applied for welfare and had a bunch of men lined up around the corner trying to see who was the father child. Anyway, the father was already determined. But even though these conversations are had a lot, I'm having it right now. It's one of those things. Can the kids hear it? For sure. These type of shit that's going to be on the internet forever. Kids can hear it. People, family members hear it. They get, people get upset about it. It is a part of the game sometime. It's a part of the game sometime. But let me play y'all this video that I saw a little earlier today. I'll play 2 clips, okay? The first one is a live that Heavenly did earlier today because she did not know. Did I say this right? The DNA test, not positive, but it did show that he was the father the first time. So I had talked to y'all about that in a review I did, I think, earlier for this season. But anyway, she didn't know that people were talking about her. So I'm going to play this, okay? So hold on.
Oxygen, yes, ma'am. Don't give you the right to come. Who the is that? This shit. Oh, you talking about the girl? Girl, y'all so ignorant. I ain't said nothing about that damn lady. I don't even know who she is. The y'all talking about? Y'all, you know what? Y'all need to look at shit before y'all talk about it. But anyway, I ain't gonna do with that ignorance. But good morning. You look great. Thank you.
That was her introduction. That was Heavenly's introduction this morning after she had her coffee. People were coming into the chat and they was lighting her up, child. She didn't even know what was going on. She had no idea. Babe, she was like, who are y'all talking about? Who are y'all talking about? As soon as she said that, she got off her live though. But I did laugh. Let's see. Melody was going to bring everyone else dirty to the screen and we will see. All right. Listen, we will see. First season male. That's what she said. First season male is coming back. And she said, you may not like first season male, but it's coming. So this is what we're going to be in for. First season. Let's see. Is everybody back in a place? Because literally Sunday, Monday, I heard her say they were in a decent place. Saturday, she said, I think she was on her tickety talk. We're not going to each other's houses, hanging with each other outside of filming, but we are in a better place. We are taking baby steps. And this has literally been the theme since season 6. It has literally been the theme. So I don't know. Anywho, this is what Carlos posted. I'm going to show y'all this. He posted this pic. This was his first pic of the day this morning. Y'all see the song Gucci Mane? I get the bag. That was his post. I get the bag. I think people were saying you broke as a joke. you ain't got no money. He said, I get the bag. That was his response to what was going on, child, during the midnight wee hours, child, because people were talking about it, okay? They are cordial. Yes, they are cordial. At least that's what I have been saying. Not friends, but cordial. They have all tried to figure out a better way to engage each other. So when Tisha makes the comment, yes, I can sit beside people I may not like and still be cool because I'm an adult. Watch her. You better watch her. Okay. I said she repeating the same theme that has been going on all season 6. She didn't even know. She didn't even know she was going to get lit. Okay. Let's see what Mel stated. When Mel started the live, she mentioned Marquez shouting her out on MM. In my opinion, she mentioned him because he talked about how editing chopped at the scene. Same for the episode chopped up for mess. So let me tell y'all something. Dale, I encourage y'all all to go back and watch that interview. Or I can play it too. He walked it back when Carlos said, don't act like we put words in your mouth because those are the words you said. He said, yes, I said those words. I said them. I didn't elaborate. So I'm not sure why he wouldn't elaborate. That's crazy. But yeah, they may chop them seams up 1,000%. That is a part of the game. It is 1,000% wrong. But Marquez, he walked his shit back though. He really did. He walked it back because I was like, wait a minute. But I'm going to tell you what else he did. He called, I guess he must have got Heavenly's number some kind of way because she talked about it. She said he called me. He put his grandmama on the phone. He told me that Trisha was cheating on him. with Ken and that Ken had already had a woman. He told me that Ken's ex showed up at Trisha's house, the house that Marquez was paying for. This is all alleged, but this is what I heard on the show, on Heavenly Show. Showed up at the house that Marquez was paying for to cuss Ken's ass out. That's how she found out that he was cheating on her with Trisha. And then she said something about people giving each other head. Child, I don't know who, because my ears had to turn some of that off. But she said something, whatever details he was giving her, he gave a lot. And she blurted it all out. I guess Messy Mondays got on her nerves a little bit. Yes, it got on a lot of people. A lot of people were upset. A lot of people were upset. Don't go on reality TV if you can't handle reviews. Every reality TV show gets reviews. So yeah, the thing is, the conversation that was being had was had on a lot of different platforms. It was had on a lot of different platforms. It just depended on who you listen to. Some people said one thing, some people said another. But yeah, but it still got under people's skin. They felt like Melody felt like she shouldn't have been talking about her. Shanita felt like he should not have been talking about her, or they should not have been talking about her. Marquez is showing out. Marquez said, this is from Marquez IG stories. He said Heavenly is his girl. Heavenly is his girl. Heavenly listened to what he had to say. She listened to his grandmother, and he felt like Heavenly was in his corner. Be careful on the Black people you support. Black women, be careful on and watch how people move. Okay, Village Girl coming in with the warning. Y'all can play them games if you want. You'll get blocked over here, and then you can watch from afar. Okay. I bring conversation to the platform. YouTube is a place where we are supposed to talk and give opinion. Period. It is opinion whether you like it or not. This is not a news channel. This is an entertainment education channel, okay? If you can't hang, if it shakes you to your core, the words that come out of my mouth, adios, amigos. You don't have to stay. Find the word where you fit. There is over 1 billion users on this platform. Find yours. Find your tribe, baby. Find your tribe. Let's see. You said, let's not pretend that the conversation that Elaine and Carlos have on Messy Mondays is inappropriate. I get trying to be neutral, but let me make sure I'm reading this right. Let's not pretend that the conversation that Elaine and Carlos have on Messy Monday is inappropriate. Let's not pretend it is inappropriate. I get trying to be neutral, but we also must be honest and fair. And if you're not honest and fair, people are going to come out and have conversations. What happened, happened. They did their commentary. Melody, Shanita, Sunny came out and had their conversations around it. They've had a lot of conversations around it. People have been sharing those conversations like I am sharing tonight. It is what it is. People are going to talk. You're not going to stop people from talking. At least you ain't going to stop me from talking shit. Mel was like, you were quiet with Martell and the other cast members, but he has a lot to say with her and her friend. Okay. Let's see what else y'all got to say. Let me scroll on down, child. They were horrible and disgusting conversation. Who tuned in? Did y'all go watch it, or did y'all just go? Are y'all just commenting on the bloggers' conversation? So if you actually heard it, put a 2 in the chat. If you did not listen to it, put a 4 in the chat. I watched the whole thing. Essence of Shay. Essence of Shay. Okay. Let's see. I don't watch Messy Mondays. Okay. 222. So it looks like more people watched than not. I don't think it was about the review. It was about inappropriate comments about climbing. Okay. So you don't think it was about the review. You're saying that Melody didn't like that particular part. Okay. Was it disrespectful? It was disrespectful. I think it was disrespectful. I think that that sometimes people do push the envelope too far. I do. I do think people push the envelope too far. I really try to watch my mouth on my channel, and I usually get attacked for being not saying enough or not being, as vile as sometimes some commentators are. But people have different appetites for shit. Carlos and Heavenly will fall out soon. You might be right. You might be right. Their conversation was deplorable and disrespectful. Okay. It's not everybody's cup of tea. 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. Melody don't care that Destiny slept with Martell. You don't think so? I don't know. I don't think that's right. I think that you would care. I think that you would care. It was like Heavenly was drunk, not drunk anymore, but definitely on a cocktail of some sort. Okay. It was a bath session. Do y'all think that Heavenly acts differently on that show than she does with her own show? That she speaks differently around Love and Marriage Huntsville than she does around Married to Medicine, or even on the show with Married to Medicine? If you feel like Heavenly is doing something different than what she typically does, put a 5 in the chat. If you think that Heavenly was, being herself, put a 7 in the chat. Okay? 7 if you think she was being herself. 5 if you think this is a whole new Heavenly. She really popped out her bag on this one, okay? Really popped out of her bag doing some bull. Okay. So 5, 5, 5. Yes, yes, yes. 1, 7. One person said, 2 people said, look, it's 3 people. Okay, mostly 5s. Most of the people think that Heavenly was doing something extraordinary, over the top, different than what you've seen or heard her do before. And less of you think that she was being herself. Elaine is nice to Melody over the phone, but different for Messy Mondays. Okay. So Melody did not like Melody did not like what she had to say, and she spoke up and said it. She spoke up and said it. She said it out loud. She did not mince her words. She said it. You call me on the phone, you leave me messages, how you handle yourself on the show is different. And she has every right to feel that way and think that way. Those are her thoughts and feelings. Let's see. And she handled it. I want to say thank you to Liza More Lies for blessing the channel. She says, in my opinion, Mel is saying, be fair. CK's lips are zipped about Martell and the others, but he made a lot of comments about her and made folks think she fed info to her friend to attack Tisha on purpose. Okay, I understand. Now let's see what happens, okay? Because Melody is not leaving, right? I see the red phone coming up, right? Mel says she's not leaving, right? If she's not leaving, she said what she had to say. Now let's see what comes of it. Because even though, people say Carlos King, Andy Cohen gets the same shit. He had someone anonymously put something in the newspaper. I think it was Variety magazine, not a newspaper. And he talked about it on his radio show. He does a radio show Monday through Friday. He does Watch What Happens live in the evenings. And as soon as he heard it, someone said, did you hear this? It's supposed to be anonymous. He said it was Carol from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and ain't nobody can tell me different. I know it was her. Only she would say some shit like that. Like, people do get into a fight. Their talent and the executives, producers do go at it sometimes. And that's what we're watching. We're watching them go at it. This is real. Andy Cohen has gone at it with Nene Leakes. Who else has he gone at it with? Nene is notable. Brandy, we talk about Brandy all the time, Brandy Glanville. That lady Carol I just told y'all from Real Housewives of New York. So it happens. Carol is on his ass all the time. She hates that man. Who else? Bethany Frankel. She said, I will never, be in his circle or graces again. So this happens. It happens. It ain't a first. I know people like to say Black people don't know how to act, child. It happens to everybody. Elaine likes to say evil things, and she says she'll take it back. She said, I'm going to say it, I'm going to take it back. She sure does. Heavenly says that she don't watch the show, so how is she reviewing it? Also, she said that she wouldn't go to another woman for advice that was divorced, yet she speaks to CK, who has never been married. That's true. Bethany Frankel. We all know Bethany is the one who got it started over there on Bravo. Class action lawsuit. She was like, well, I'm not in the suit. I'm not going to sue them anything because I'm blessed and I don't have the time, child. But I want y'all to go get y'all money because this is what I've seen on the show. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So I don't watch these shows anymore. Candy Burris recently came out and said, I will never be on Real Housewives of Atlanta again. I will never be on that show again. You guys had me on the show. You made me think that you weren't going to bring Phaedra back on. I was off for 2 weeks before you started courting her. I won't ever come back. And I won't also come back because of what you did to Kenya. Kenya fired publicly. Some people believe, right? Let go. She come back out and said that she wasn't fired, but a lot of people believe that she was. People have hard times with the bosses. Just like in real life, we have hard times with our bosses. I wish them the best though, but I think if they're able to talk about it on a public platform, y'all can talk about it and work something out. Candy doesn't like Carlos King. She does not. Candy does not like Carlos King. Let's see. All right, y'all. I usually try to give it to y'all in an hour and then head out, but I'm trying to read everybody's comments that I can. CK needs Elaine to float the venom that he espouses. He needs a vessel to throw out the ratchet. Elaine is it, in my opinion. She is a snake. Okay. All right. Listen, I've watched Married to Medicine from the beginning. I feel like this is on par commentary. This is the type of shit she does. She was definitely doing it with Married to Medicine, and Married to Medicine had a problem with her too. Married to Medicine had such a problem with her that she was supposed to get off YouTube because she wanted to keep things peaceful between her and her coworkers. So we'll see. They recently had a party over Dr. Simone's house. The cast did, if not within, I think it was just last week, maybe. Everybody appeared to have been there except for Sweet Tea and Dr. G. But Quad and her man was there. Quad's man, his name is King. I think CK is too involved after the camera goes down. Just keep letting Dustin do the reviews and stay behind the scenes. Okay, so really nobody wants him to review the show anymore. That's what I was thinking. Stop reviewing the show. So he did hesitate reviewing the show. Maybe he will go back to not reviewing it because it does cause problems. It does cause problems. People really shouldn't, they should feel like they are in a safe, they should feel safe or in a safe place when they're doing things. I'll leave it at that. I know that different content creators have different opinions, as we all should. I do believe that. Mariah Huck was someone who had issues, correct? I don't know if it was necessarily with Andy, but definitely the production company. So we've seen it. We've seen it. Married to Medicine cast knows how to make up after they fall out. That is very true, Pacino. That is the difference. They usually find some common ground a little more, much quicker than we've seen Love and Marriage Huntsville. However, Love and Marriage Huntsville, they kind of walked in with a lot of problems that I don't think Married to Medicine had in the beginning. But now that they've had some time to, heal, maybe they will feel better. She said, because people want Carlos to stop reviewing the show, his ego will never let him stop. You think so? I'm sorry, put that on the screen. Well, the Married to Medicine cast actually like each other. Not everybody liked each other on the cast. And right now, even Heavenly still has some probably issues with Sweet Tea. But I think she said have healed. And by have healed, Cookie, I mean when Melody and Martell came on, they were both in a already, it was already shaky ground. And I think that a lot of what we saw was because Melody and Martell were divorcing. And now Melody has said, at least I heard her say, that she has healed from her divorce situation, that she's dealing with other things with Martell, but her personally, like the heartbreak around it, she's not there anymore. That's how I heard her say it. And y'all can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. So that's what I meant by that. That's what I meant by that. In regards to the friendships, again, they said they were taking baby steps, and we'll get to see moving forward where they are. Where they are. Are they in a better place? Are they not? Melody sat down with Marceau and said, listen, you are the problem. You are the problem when it comes to me and Tisha. We would be in a much better place if it was not for you getting involved in our stuff. So anytime I have a problem with you, I will come to you directly. I will not involve Tisha in it. I will not blame her for your shit. And she did that, I think, earlier this season. She said, I got something to say to Marceau because of the stuff he said to the press. This doesn't involve you, but I'm going to meet with Marceau. She kept her word to that. So that was cool. That was cool to watch, like people, keep their word and watch them take it out. And even Tisha, when it all happened, she was like, okay, you told me this was how you were going to handle it, and I'm going to move forward with it, right? Let's see. Heavenless needs to think of the repercussions of being nasty. You reap what you sow. I pray that her children don't get what they sowed to hand. Yeah, let's pray that our children don't get anything like that. She's on a reality show, so she understands the mess. The reality show, Married to Medicine, operates differently from Love and Marriage Huntsville for sure. I think that the majority of the cast members on Love and Marriage are on Married to Medicine, not Love and Marriage Huntsville. Married to Medicine, if they're meeting with each other, I think they had I think they watched the DNC together. So, taking those kind of time out to nurture the group of people that you work with, having those moments outside of filming where you're nurturing each other is a big deal. Love and Marriage Huntsville is not there yet. They may never get there. When Melody actually said that some of the cast members stayed in her room after work, she said after filming wrapped up, they came into my room, they sat with me, we laughed and just talked about the day. I thought that was impressive personally. I was like, that's a far way, y'all a far way of where y'all used to be. So I liked it. I liked it. But it sounded like she was saying that Tisha and Kimmy were there. Not everybody, though. I heard that Stormy wasn't there, and I think someone actually came into my comments and said that Destiny wasn't there either. So Stormy and Destiny, but everybody else in the house were there. Okay. Let's see. Mel should never speak to another woman's husband like she did Marceau without Tisha being present. Okay. Do you think some of this is for TV, though? I think that Marceau and Melody have really good chemistry. Like, their banter is amazing. They have great banter. And I think that the audience actually enjoys it. But I respect your opinion, though. But sometimes we put a lot of rules on them. Sometimes you got to let things play out. Melody and Marceau are funny. They are funny. Kathy Reese, the big problem with Love and Marriage Huntsville is that Mel has presented all of her real life and the Scotts have not. They have used Mel for a storyline to keep their dirt hidden. Okay. There's a lot there that you are saying. That's probably true. And I think that Mel's pulled back some this season. Personally, she gave us, the skinny up front about her and Martell. But outside of that, I don't think she carried this season. She didn't carry it. It really was about Moses, Destiny, and Sunny. And then Trish and Ken was the other major part. So those threesomes were the ones that carried the show. But people are interested in seeing the friendship dynamic. That is really the part of the show that people want to hear or see. The show, I think, got 270,000 views this last episode 14, which is good because on average, it gets about 252,000. And I think I read something that said that they are up 43% in viewers. So they're up 43%. Also, good. They are hitting their numbers. They do have a good connection for TV. Married to Medicine cast have a higher socioeconomic status and education than Love and Marriage Huntsville. They have soft skills to resolve. I do want to say this because I don't want to dog Black people when it comes to education. Everybody, I don't know, except for maybe the new people because I don't know their status. Before we got Trish and Ken, Sunny and Moses, everyone on Love and Marriage Huntsville had a degree. Everybody on Love and Marriage Huntsville had a degree. The only other Black cast, or the only other show, not even Black cast, because the white cast do not have a degree, was Married to Medicine. Married to Medicine and Love and Marriage Huntsville, the two most educated reality TV shows in history. I'm saying things that you may not have heard before, but the research has been done. They all had degrees, and everyone on Married to Medicine had a degree. And I'm saying that this is not the case for even some of the white shows, okay? So, when we get a chance to, pump us up. Pump us up, okay? I thought Stormy said she left. So you're right. Stormy would be the other one. So I apologize. Prior to Stormy, Ken, Trisha, which I did not do any background for, and Sunny and Moses, which I did not do any background for. Did not do. But Stormy did come out and say that. But outside of that, Scott 1.0, 2.0, Melody, Martell, the Fletchers, all degrees. Okay? Education does mean something. We can't throw people away. We can't say that education means something unless it involves. I think that it does mean something, and we should be singing that part of it because not everybody does. I mean, not everybody, there's no one on this cast right now who's going to jail for a $15 million wire fraud or what else? Being sued for $3.5 million for whatever, right? For stealing PPP loans. Almost everyone does have a degree, and I'm not saying that I'm not saying Sunny or Trisha don't. I'm just saying that I didn't research that, and I had this information from a little while back. And so I know everyone on Married to Medicine, their businesses are booming. You know what I'm saying? Booming. Those ladies were buying brand new houses, cars, talking about having additional practices, bringing in partners. That was happening by third, fourth season. Like they're racking up. If they go to jail, we'll see. But, a win's a win. A win's a win. Let's see what else y'all got to say. A win's a win. I like to say that. I like that happens to be the case for those shows. The point is that both casts it has well-educated Black people. For sure. For sure. Okay. All right, you guys. I love y'all. I hope that we a win is a win. I hope that we have this information. The Fletchers have PhDs, correct? But they are from brick and mortar schools or based, but are they from brick and mortar schools or based on life skills? I've never heard about either degrees, but not criticism, just honest question. I don't know, to be honest. I can't tell you that for sure. I'm not for sure. There's some people in the chat saying that they're honorary, and it could be the case. It could be the case. That I don't know. That I don't know. Look at this. So healthcare workers, hey, healthcare workers, she said that I want Melody to keep repeating that Tasha should get away from Marceau. She's got a great sparring match when it comes to Marceau, and she always wins. We've heard her say that quite a bit. We've heard her say that quite a bit. She started off the season 6. I will not be crying when Tisha leaves your ass, okay? Right, right. Sometimes they all say things. Let's see. Thank you so much, Cookie. I'm gonna end it on this note. I try to bring y'all content that people may not actually share with y'all because I know, sometimes you hear the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. So I really try to bring y'all things that you may not know about the cast or the crew or the show or any reality show for that matter, because we focus, on our little shows, right? But yeah, they all got things going on. So I appreciate that y'all rock with me, that y'all hear some of the things that I share with y'all. And maybe y'all can share it in other people's chat too, okay? You said my commentary is very similar to DJ Richie Sky's. Okay. I do like DJ Richie Sky, so thank you. I think he is a great content creator. Take that as a compliment. I like a lot of people that share, that do this content. There's a lot of people that were here long before me, child, that paved the way, and I appreciate them a great deal. But you guys, I love you all. Let me take this down. I love y'all all for rocking with me, okay? What else? That's pretty much it. Y'all already know what to do. Hit the like button, please and thank you. Share the video. I appreciate all of the moderators that came into the chat and everyone who blessed the channel tonight. You guys are all amazing. And thank y'all for allowing me to have a different opinion or ask questions that helps your mind, think a little bit, because really that's it. We're here to think. We think a little bit. It helps us grow. It helps us stay on the planet. When you keep doing the same thing over and over, you're telling the universe that you're done. You're done for the day, okay? But I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I will see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.